public health emergency occurs, it takes really a long time until vaccine candidates are available. This is not a question of weeks or months, it takes much longer. So let me use the example of Ebola. In Ebola, we had a vaccine candidate, and governments, the industry, regulatory bodies moved together and tried to accelerate timelines. But the big difference there was we had an antigen, we had an initial vaccine candidate, and we accelerated the time to produce initial doses, design the clinical trials, and discuss with regulatory agencies how such a vaccine, if successful, could be licensed. When I look at Zika now, we are in a very different situation. No antigen is available, funds are not available, and right now researchers in governmentally led institutes, in industry, in public health institute put all their knowledge together to have a starting point how to develop such a vaccine. So it will definitely not be a question of months when an initial vaccine candidate will be available for testing. It will take more like years. What can help this process is having a constant collaboration between governments, industries, and public health institutes. One other way of looking at developing new emerging vaccines more rapidly is to looking into new and emerging technologies, because the way we have developed vaccines in the past has changed over time. So we now have a broader tool package to develop vaccines, and again, coming back to Zika, we are currently exploring our own technologies and trying to evaluate which technology to use, which will give results earlier than other more established technologies. So flu vaccines exist for a long time. Several companies have experience how to develop flu vaccines. So if, and it will happen, so I better say when, a new pandemic will occur in the next 10 to 20 years, we are in a much better position to rapidly address a new flu pandemic, because we know how to rapidly develop flu vaccines. So for an established bug, it is much easier to rapidly go through a development than for a completely new emerging disease like Zika virus.